Hello my beautiful friends, it's Amanda here and I'm starting to get my voice back a little bit, but today it's time for September favorites. I know I just did a fall beauty favorites video not too long ago and some of these products did appear in that video as well. Honestly, when it's a favorite, what can I say? Let's start with a foundation combo that I have been absolutely loving this month. I've been mixing my MAC Next to Nothing face color with this number 7 Airbrush Away foundation. These are both super lightweight, kind of dewy, moisturizing foundations, and the Next to Nothing face color is really light coverage. So adding just a drop or two of this Airbrush Away foundation just kicks up the coverage just a notch, but it still has that same feeling, that same moisturizing, dewy, kind of skin-like feeling that I love. I feel like this combination just gives me that little extra coverage that I need, but it still looks super natural. It looks like me. I don't feel like I'm wearing a lot of makeup. Particularly if you have dry skin, you should really try this combination. This is gonna be like an all fall and winter staple for me. I can already tell you that. My next favorite, I have you guys to thank for because so many of you recommended that I should try this and you were right. I love it. This is the sponge from L'Oreal. I forget its exact name. I feel like it was called the Infallible Foundation Sponge or something like that. Forgive me, mine's dirty. I did use it this morning. This thing is so light, so squishy. It does a great job of blending out my foundation. And this is the first sponge that I've used that I like as much as my Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. I really like the shape. I feel like the pointed edge is great for kind of getting under the eye and around the nose. And then this like big flat bottom is great for just like all over the face. Thank you to all of you who recommended this to me. Just know that when I ask for your suggestions, I genuinely really appreciate them. I do take them. I do purchase a lot of things that you recommend. And you know what? You rarely fail me. You guys are the best. Another beauty tool that I've really been loving, this is kind of random, but it's this 219 brush from MAC. It's just a pencil brush, but I've never found a pencil brush that I really loved, and I really love this brush. As you can see, this is the mini one. This came in one of their Nordstrom exclusive sets, but it is just a miniature version of their 219 brush, which is permanent. It's stiff enough that it keeps its shape for like precision application, but it's soft enough that I don't feel like it's poking me in the eye. That's been my problem with pencil brushes, is I like to use them for like my under eye shadow, but they're always so like stiff and rough. I just feel like they're kind of hurting me under there. And this one is so soft and nice. If you're on the market for the perfect pencil brush, MAC 219, this is the one you need. Now let's talk about my favorite nail combo for the month. I know I've been talking about this Butter London polish in the shade Seashell so much lately. It was in my August favorites, it was in my fall favorites, and now it's gonna be in my September favorites. That's how you know I really love it, because I can't stop talking about it. And this combo, it's actually what I'm wearing on my nails right now. It's the OPI Infinite Shine Polish in the shade You Sustain Me, with the Butter London polish in the shade Seashell on top. I don't want to give you too much of a close-up because these nails are pretty beat up after Gen Beauty, but I love this combo. It's just perfect. It's neutral enough that it goes with everything, but it's fun enough that I don't feel bored by it. This Butter London polish looks really great with the OPI polish in Chocolate Mousse too, which I've also been raving about a lot lately, so you can't really go wrong with this, basically, is what I'm getting at. I feel like I'm a little bit late to the party on these Becca Sunlit bronzers. This is in the shade Capri Coast. I know that it looks pretty orangey in the pan. I don't think it looks orangey at all on my face. It definitely adds warmth. I mean, it's a bronzer, it's supposed to do that. I love this shade, I love the texture. You know Becca powders are just amazing. It does have a little bit of a sheen to it, but I don't think it looks shiny at all in the face. It just looks healthy and glowy and pretty. Okay, who didn't see these coming? Obviously, I am so in love with both of these palettes. This is the Lorac Unzipped Ocean Sunset palette. I did a whole video on it. It's perfect, it's exciting, it's beautiful, it's high quality, it's everything I want in a palette and more. I will try not to rave so much about this palette because I already did that in the video that I made about it. So I'll link the video below if you're curious to hear more about this palette. Long story short, it's amazing. You need it. I love it. I'm pretty sure it's limited edition. You better go get it. Don't sleep because you'll be sad that you missed this because it's that good. I know the year's not over yet, but I'm gonna say this is a must-have palette of the year. And I try a lot of palettes, so that's saying something. And hi, hello, how are you? This is the I Think I Love You palette from ColourPop. I also did a video where I rave about how much I love this. I've only had this for like 2 weeks and I've used it almost every single day. Sometimes I use these two together. These are the only two palettes I took with me when I went to Gen Beauty. The shade range is gorgeous, beautiful. The powders are soft and pigmented. You already know I love it. You can watch the video about it. This is so good. Again, I'm pretty sure this is limited edition. I'm not sure if it's currently in stock or not. If it's out of stock, follow me on Instagram and I will keep you posted on when they restock these because everybody should have this palette in their life. Oh, also this palette's only $16. What? That's amazing. All right, one more before we get into the lip products. This is a surprise favorite for me because I never thought I would stray away from my Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. I never thought a clear brow gel would be as good as the Anastasia one, and this one is. This is the 24-hour brow setter from Benefit Cosmetics. The only thing that I don't like about this one as much as the Anastasia is the packaging. I just think that this is too weird shaped and I just want something a little more streamlined, but I actually really like the brush on this one. Instead of a spoolie type brush, it has this little comb and I feel like it just gets the edges so perfect. I never thought I'd like one as much, but this holds in place. It doesn't get crunchy. It doesn't dry to be like white and flaky. It's not too chunky. It's good. It's really good and it feels lightweight. I still love my Anastasia Clear Brow Gel and I'm not ready to say this will replace it as my holy grail brow gel, but it is just as good. And I like the applicator better. I just don't like the packaging as much. I mean, it's cute, it's pretty, I get it, but it's a little much. All we have left is lip products, and I only have 4, kind of 3, because one of them is a combo to talk about. The first thing that I'm gonna mention, I feel bad mentioning it because it was limited edition. I know it's sold out everywhere. I've heard of a few people finding pieces from the I Want Candy collection in their Ulta stores. Online is sold out everywhere, everything. But if you go and check in your store, you may be able to find some pieces still remaining there. Ugh, I'm sorry to say this shade Freshly Baked is amazing. As I've mentioned time and time again, the Melted Mattes are my absolute favorite liquid lipstick formula. Of course, I love Candy so much. I did a whole video on the entire collection, so again, I'll link that if you want to check it out. This is my single favorite piece from the collection. I love this shade. I love the packaging. I love the way it smells. I love the way it looks on me. I love the way it feels. And guys, I went to Gen Beauty and I met Candy and she signed my Freshly Baked box. How cool is that? I can't talk about it too much because probably get emotional for the millionth time. So I'm so sorry if you didn't get your hands on this. Definitely try and check in your Ulta store, but it's so good. It's the perfect like mid-tone rosy pink. Now I want to tell you about the lip combo that I'm wearing right now. This is such a weird random combo, but I love it so much. It's the Rimmel Exaggerate Lip Liner in the shade Addiction and the Clarins Lip Oil in the shade Candy. I don't know if you guys think this is as weird as I think it is, but it's such a perfect combo. This lip liner is super smooth, super creamy, and it's got almost like a cool toned mauve-y nude tone to it. And then this Clarins lip oil is like super fancy, and the shade Candy, you can tell in here, it's a pretty bright pink. So I originally paired these together because I wanted something to kind of tone down the shade because it does have a pink tint on the lips. I have really dry skin and really dry lips, so I am very attracted to lip oils. I talk about lip oils a lot in my favorites. It's just something that I love for day-to-day wear as almost like a skincare, but when they're tinted, they look pretty too. And this one smells like candy. I love this big, fat, squishy applicator that it has. It just feels so comfy going on. You can't really tell so much here, but it does look like very bubblegum pink on the lips. But when you apply it over this lip liner, it's just like something happens. It's just the perfect shade. I don't know if it's coming across as well on camera, but the lip oil kind of perks up the grayish undertones in this lip liner, while the lip liner kind of tones down the hot pink tones in the lip oil. They just work together so nicely, and I love, love this combo. I also find something very satisfying in using a super, super affordable product with a very expensive product. Something about that just feels like a good balance to me. And last but not least, let's talk about a very beloved ColourPop shade that I've kind of pulled out of storage and been gravitating towards more. As you can tell from this very, very worn tube that has basically no label on it left at all, this has been well used and well loved. It's the ColourPop Ultra Satin Lip in the shade Lion King. I love the Ultra Satin Lip formula from ColourPop. It's my favorite ColourPop lip formula. It's so comfortable, it's long wearing, it's pigmented, they're affordable, and fun fact, this is the shade that I'm wearing in my little like Instagram icon. So if you follow me on Instagram, whenever you see my little face pop up, this is the lip color that I'm wearing. Probably nobody cares about that, but that's what I always think of when I wear this. This is just gonna be so flattering on so many people. I think it's appropriate for day or evening. I also think this is a shade that can transition really, really well from summer into fall. And that wraps up this video. As always, I'd love to hear what your favorite things were this month. Thank you so much. Keep the great recommendations coming, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Such a weirdo. Such a weirdo. Let's see if my voice sounds better. Nope. Okay. Let's just try to hold it together for this video. That doesn't even make sense. Should I just give up on filming because my voice, I forget what it's called, infallible foundation sponge. I'm sure that was an attractive face. OPI Polish. OPI Polish. I love the way it apprise. You're the worst. What else? There's nothing else to say. It's really good. Sometimes I can't even deal with myself. A lot of the time, actually. Okay, I'll stop. I'll stop talking about it now. Now I want to tell... Oh. Pull it together. This is not a monthly favorite. This is a daily favorite. I got my friend Beth hooked on this too, and I was telling her how there's like a cult following for Coke Zero, and I call it the Cult of Zero. So if you're in the Cult of Zero, let me know. Now I can't drink Diet Coke, I can't drink regular Coke, I can't drink anything else. I just want Coke Zero all the time. You seriously need to calm down. Okay. Maybe that sounds insane. Maybe that is insane.